Tapped in, tuned in, turned all the way on. This ain't just a vibe, it's a freak scene bomb. Ms.Blue in the building, oracle flow, cracking codes of the cosmos. Now you already know. Yeah. Ride the wave, feel the light. It's frequency love tonight. Ms.Blue gon' take you higher, burning truth with sacred fire. Stay hungry. This is soul talk, rebirth from the womb. Say it with me, I can alter my course at any time. Tap in, turn on. Your higher self already logged in. If you really want it, you gotta be it. As Ms.Blue has shared with the world, it's all about frequency. If you feel it, show it. If you want it, grow it. If you believe it, know it. It's all about frequency. If you dream it, live it. Live it. If you receive it, give it. Nothing's missing, I'm it. It's all about frequency. In the past I thought I lost it, but the truth was always near. Every scar became a teacher, every fall just brought me here. Now I'm rising with the healing, every light inside of me, not becoming what I'm chasing. I am the frequency. You feel it, show it. Show it. If you want it, grow it. Grow. If you leave it, know it. Know. All about frequency. Ask the question, how is this possible? The answer subtle, synchronicities audible. Keys unlocking, belief expanding. Frame by frame, new life commanding. No chase, no match, I embody the key. The light I own unlocks destiny. Raise my vibration, reality shifts. Every dream I desire already exists. Nothing's coming to me, no, no. Already here. When I raise my vibration, the vision is clear. Vision is clear. If you want it, grow it. If you leave it, know it. Believe it. It's all about frequency. If you dream it, live it. Give it. If you receive it, give it. Nothing's missing, I'm it. It's all about frequency.
Welcome on in. Welcome on in. I want to greet you all with higher insight. I trust you all are doing well, feeling well. Let's do a sound check because we are live. We are live. We are live. Let me make sure I got everything hooked up here. And yeah, how are you all feeling? How are you all doing? Good to see you. Good to see everyone in the building. And welcome on in. Welcome on into the Blue Room. Welcome on in. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Can you believe it is November the 9th? Crazy. Crazy. It is November the 9th. We are almost to the close of the year. Like literally 2025. Talk about a year of endings. Talk about a year of beginnings, right? So much definitely going on. So good to see everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome on in. Wow. I am Ms.Blue, the Soulful Oracle, and I want to welcome you on in. If this is your very first time tuning in, I would love for you to, let us know in chat. Tonight, I just kind of wanted to take a touch in with you guys. I feel like it's been forever since I've been on. I didn't go live a lot this weekend, a lot going on in the world, a lot going on with Soul Family and with my family. And wow, just a lot going on. A lot going on. I brought my notebook. You know, when I pull out one of these notebooks, I got some good stuff that we're going to talk about. But let me know where you all are tuning in from, like what city, what state, what country, where you're tuning in from. A couple of announcements we're going to be talking about, which I'm super excited. The winners finally got that together. Baby Blue picked the winners, and I have posted it on the community page. So dive in. Many of you have. You've already dove in. So you already know, uh, already know uh, that you are the winner. And I'm so glad that you know you are the winner. And so welcome everyone on in. Let me know. There is Brother Tremel checking in from Daytona, Florida. And wow, lots of moves going on. That is definitely the atmosphere. Move to Fort Worth, Texas. So you down there in the Big D, Papa Flan. All right. Well, I love it. Baltimore in the building. So good to definitely have you in the house. Watershed moment. Oh, you're in San Juan? Where is that located? I feel like I know, but I don't know. I feel like I know, but I don't know, right? I'm looking at this. Chat is moving kind of fast, but you're in St. Peter's, Missouri. Okay, welcome in another Dallas, Texas in the building. Not far from me, so I absolutely love that. California is in the building. North Carolina, USA in the building. Los Angeles in the building. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Um, Wisconsin. I almost said that in a different kind of way. Wisconsin in the building. And yeah, Journey is checking in from the fairy realm. Okay, we love it for you. We love it. Oh, you're in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Wow, how beautiful, especially this time of the year. Especially this time of the year. But welcome everyone on in. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Not Oak Cliff. Oak Cliff in the building. Oak Cliff is in the building. Welcome on in from Dallas, Texas. The real Bridget B is here checking in from Connecticut. ATL Priestess Monique in the building. Welcome on in. Michelle is checking in from the ATL in Georgia as well. You are loving Texas so far. It's dope. It really, really is. And we we got Goddess Rainwater in the building. So good to see you, sis. I thought that was you. I remember you using that name often. So, welcome to Goddess Rainwater, checking in. Brooklyn in the house, my born city. Absolutely love it as well. Puerto Rico is in the house. Welcome on in. Yeah. Welcome on in. And also, we have Columbia, Missouri in the building. And then also Keisha checking in from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Actually drove through there at one time. Arlington, Texas. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Cleveland, Ohio is in the building. Welcome on in. Lake Charles, Louisiana. Beautiful place. Welcome on in. And then we have upstate New York in the building up there. Beautiful. Near the Rocky Mounts, you know. Love that, love that, love that. And we have Hartford, Connecticut in the building. Love it. Miss Rich is here from the city of lovers, right? Or the state of lovers, as they say. Virginia in the building. And more about the ATL in the building. Love it, love it, love it. Well, welcome on in, you guys, wherever you're checking in from all over the world and whatever continent you're checking in. I am checking in from Texas as well, here in the capital city, Austin, Texas, checking in from here. But I wanted to come on really quick and let us do our check in for the week. So it's good for us to be here. Oh, we got one of the divine priestess in the house, the dancing priestess checking in from Maryland. Good to see you. Good to see you, sis. So good to see you. Wow. So let's get into the announcements because I have a few announcements that I want to talk about. I'm excited about the giveaway. So I'll be doing a short Q&A as well too. So you guys let me know. Let me know if we have some questions. We'll have some time. We'll talk about that as well. But I also want to always remind you guys, and first of all, thank you so much for all the beautiful comments. I have had a chance to read it. I read all the comments. I definitely do my best that when I'm live, when I come on, to infuse that into the work, into everything that I'm doing, that a lot of the energy that is, shared during these live transmissions and these activations are based on your comments and your response. And so many new people, when they're reaching out to me for sessions or they're purchasing some of the digital products, it's because of some of the comments that they see you all are making. And they recognize that we have a strong community here filled with like minded individuals. And everybody knows that they are welcome here, especially if you are coming with a pure heart and a clear mind. And so me that makes me, very grateful that we have this amazing community here built with individual light workers who are committed to not only your personal growth, but also showing up with your gifts in the world, um, and helping to move the needle forward when it comes to bringing love and light to the planet. I'm kind of proud of that. Real kind of proud of that shit right there. So yeah. Mm. First things first. So the winner announcements have been made. I definitely was going to put everybody's name up here, and I may still do it if I can figure out how to do it to put everyone's name. But I will eventually announce all of the winners. But if you go under the community tab, you will see the post there and everyone who won. Now, Baby Blue went in with a specific set of instructions, and that specific set of instructions was to find that video and pick some winners. And she did. So there was nothing that was required of you, other than to pick, I would hope that you would be following the channel. You would be an active member here, leaving comments and engaging, but nothing was required. It truly was from my heart. I wanted to gift you all something so you can have a piece of this legacy that we all are building and have built here, you know, and my way of saying thank you. Thank you for doing your work. Thank you for showing up. And thank you for supporting me, supporting this channel, and supporting this work because it means the world to me more than you know. I love you all. And I thank you so much for supporting me so that I'm able to do the work that I have been called to do in this world, which is to support you. And so it definitely is a beautiful give and receive connection. And I am eternally grateful for that. Yeah. hmm I want to ring the bell. I want to ring the bell because, first of all, I want to give a big shout out to everyone who's a part of the Futuristic Activation group and that class. It's a year long, you might as well say a master class filled with so many visionaries and creators and those healers and light workers in that class. I want to give you all so much and send you all so much love for supporting me and supporting the work. I am so grateful. We will be having one more meeting that will be coming up. It probably will be after the 29th. We're going to probably do this after the 29th of this month. But I do want to let you know that your frequency energy report is available. I sent that out, I want to say yesterday. I sent it out yesterday. Was it yesterday or was it the day before yesterday? I'm kind of losing track from time, but just know as you hear this message, I have already sent the message out. Okay, so you can go listen because this month of November, baby, this month is monthing. The month is monthing, but in a beautiful and profound way. We're going to talk about some of the ways here. And yeah, that's why I put that quote up. That just kind of download came into me. Your destiny isn't waiting for divine timing. It's not your destiny. It is waiting for your decision. And once you make your decision, that's when divine timing happens, not the other way around. So, divine timing happens once you have made a decision. And I want you to make note of this because the month of November, it's going to be a lot of decisions for you to make. And we're going to talk about that. And, some of the things that you've heard me speak about, even when I did the energy report here for you guys based on the rising sign, was about luck. But what I want you to understand is it's kind of a reverse action that is happening here. And the reverse action is this. You are going to have to create your luck. We're going to clock it and we're going to stir it because you have got to create your luck. I don't want you to look for luck. Okay. These are some of the fundamental principles that I teach. If you have any of the Lucky Blueprint digital products that I have, if you have Wish Magic, if you have participated in the Futuristic Activation class, or you've been in the All About Frequency class, or even if you've been here for a while, this is not going to be a new statement, but it's one that I want to put front and center for you. This is where you're going to have to say, how can I take this moment of whatever is going on in my life, whatever is happening right now, and create luck? How can I make this luck? No matter what it is. And I'm going to give you some examples of how to be able to do that because this is real alchemy. This is when you activate your mojo magic, right? For those of you who are throwbacks, you remember Mojo Magic. We used to have the Mojo Magic night. And we're going to do a little bit of Mojo Magic tonight. But I want you to understand that you are the key component in what is happening at this time. You are the key component. It's you. You are the key component. You're the activator. I don't care what your sign is. I don't care where you were born. I don't care what your numbers say. You understand? I don't care even what's going on in your life, because this month here, think of 11 like this. Let me get some visuals out. Think of 11 like this. You see 11? It's a portal. It's a portal, and not only is it a portal, it's a runway. It's a runway, just like planes taking off in the runway. And this is the potential for what is happening right now. Right now. Don't sleep on you. Don't sleep on you. Don't sleep on what's happening. So there's going to be sort of a mixture of things. There's also going to be, you know how you're driving? I remember when I took my driver's license test many moons ago, many suns ago. And I remember studying for the driver's license test. And I remember when they were talking about the stoplight, because we have the stoplight, we have the green, we have the yellow, and we have the red. And I remember the first time I heard the statement, a stale green light. Does anyone know what a stale green light is, or remember? Because some of you probably remember that. What is a stale green light? Well, I'll tell you, because I'm sure you know. A stale green light means that you're driving and you're way a couple of blocks down and the light is green. And eventually that light is going to go from green to yellow, in some cases from green to red, because that's a stale green light. Meaning the light has been green for so long, eventually to not stop, but you need to slow down, because eventually the light is going to turn red. Why am I telling you that? Because there is going to be some stale green lights that'll flash in front of you. It's going to appear like it's a green light, but you're going to know when you tap into your intuition and your higher self, baby, this is a stale green light. And eventually this light is going to turn red, and it's going to become a red flag, right? You're going to have some opportunities that's going to present itself. But this is the month where distractions are going to be front and center. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a lot of things going on. And some of these things are going to be things that are happening outside of you, meaning, every time you turn around, maybe a friend, maybe somebody somebody may need you. You're going to have all of these people needing you. And you're going to have to decide on what you're going to say yes to and what you're going to say no to. Because there's going to be some things you're going to have to learn how to say no to. We're going to be tested. Yes. You're going to be tested. And let me take that word back. You're not tested. This isn't a test. You're going to be presented. The test is over. But you're going to be presented with an opportunity to make sure you can stay focused on what it is you really value, what you really honor, and what is really important to you. but it's gonna have to start with you, not with what's outside of you. And so that may be a easy pill to swallow for some of us. For some of you, this may be tricky, okay? But I want to give you heads up on it. I want to give you heads up. You're going to have a lot of opportunities to, to shine. You're going to have a lot of opportunities to shift, and it's really a great time of change, believe it or not. A great time of change that's coming up. But I want you to stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. And I want you to think about all the work that you have done on you, how you're growing up, how you are maturing spiritually, how you are maturing physically, how you are maturing emotionally. And you're looking for connections that are real. And you're also taking responsibility for you. Something else that's not often talked about with this energy of 11, and it's something when I started getting into numerology, I kind of picked up, and I would see it, when I was working with clients, and I would see this. 11 also brings about urgency. Urgency. 11 is also the number of assistance and help. So, this is the great time when you need assistance and you need help, that you can get the help and the assistance that you need. If you notice, whenever there's numbers of emergency, they all end in 11, 911, 411, 211. They all end in 11. It's a reason why they're ending in 11, because I want you to think about the number 11 like 11 ones. Ones speak to instant manifestation. And a lot of times we're on the back end of the instant manifestation, meaning something has already manifested and now we need support. But I want you to think about the 11 energy. And we have that powerful portal of 1111 coming up. But I want you to think about it as instant manifestation. When you see that number 1111, instant manifestation. What were you thinking? What were you feeling? What were you connected to? At that particular moment, it's the universe sending a message back that I see you. I hear you, I feel you, I recognize you, and I also recognize your power. And I need you to hold that really, really close to you at this time. And if you are in need of assistance, of help, if you're struggling, this is the time to reach out for help, right? And making sure that you are being responsible. I'll tell you guys this, for the futuristic activation class, one of the things that I put in our monthly forecast report was to be careful with you. I want you to be careful with you. And especially this week, I'm going to give you the highs and I'm going to give you the challenges. And one of the things is this week, it's a ghetto boy week. Like your mind is going to play tricks on you. And you will find that if you have a weakness, somebody say weakness, like I've had to hide all of my Godiva because Godiva chocolate is one of my weaknesses. Your weaknesses are going to gain strength. It's like they get this invisible power out of the atmosphere and it's going to be calling you. So, any kind of addictions, any kind of bad habits, any kind of, mental loops that go on in your mind, these thoughts are going to become stronger, like a stronghold for you. And so, this is the perfect week if you meditate, if you take time to sit in silence, right? To do things, to sit with yourself. Oh my goodness. Well, no wonder I woke up with dun, 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 dun. Yeah, this year Halloween fell on the weekend. Oh, thank you for that, Abdullah. I didn't know that. Yeah, I woke up with that song. And once I sat with it and seen the message that Spirit was giving me, it was this is the week. Don't let your mind play tricks on you because your mind is going to play tricks on you. And it actually started probably about a week ago. For those of you who are doing the work, I want you to look at things. When we look at these energetic lineups, even if you're looking from a astrological point of view, if you're doing the work, you're going to get that lesson ahead of time. You're already in the folds of it. And this is why a lot of the things that I put out ahead of time because you're already in the folds of everything that's happening. And so this is the week that the mind will latch on to things, and sometimes not the most healthiest things. This is the week where the conscious mind voice is going to be amplified based on the work that you've been doing. And I want you to think about that. And so, where we've been wounded, where we've been hurt, these stories tend to resurface themselves, but I want to give you confirmation. It doesn't mean you're not doing the work. It's letting you know that this is your opportunity to rise yet again. So, can you, and I want you to practice this, can you have a thought? Because you do know all thoughts are not yours. You do know that every thought that you have is not yours. Is not yours. You do know that. Can you just imagine a thought? And I'm going to give you a very esoteric, a very occult. We are in Scorpio season. So happy born day to all the Scorpios in the building. And shout out to them for helping us with this power because it's something they live with all the time. And they're on their journey to learn how to master this energy here. But these thoughts are going to come back up. And they're going to be thoughts from the past. I want you to see if you can allow it to float by. Like, acknowledge it. Acknowledge it. You know, one of the things I would tell clients in my work, and it's something my guides taught me many, many years ago, is when those self-defeating thoughts come up or those wounds or things from the past. And certainly this is not about excusing any of the behavior or what was done or what happened or when it happened. But I would allow the thought to come up and then I would say, thank you, but we're no longer in that space. The acknowledgement of the thought, thank you, but we're no longer in that space. Watch what happens because that's going to send an instant message to your nervous system and to your conscious mind that, oh, we're very aware that we went through that experience. We're very aware of what transpired and what took place. We are very aware of all of that, but we have moved past it. We have healed ourselves beyond it. And if it is something fresh that is new, I want you to still acknowledge it and also acknowledge how far you have come. Now, here's a little tidbit, and I'm going to give you guys this powerful activation and ritual that you can begin to do. And I like giving it to children when I work to them because they love to report back to Ms.Blue and share all the magical things that happen when these thoughts come up, especially those that are dealing with anxiety, trauma, and even sometimes mental disturbances. And let me be clear when I say mental disturbances, I'm talking about sometimes a thought, a trigger, these things that are coming out of fear that are not real at the present moment. Maybe it was real when you went through the experience and you physically dealt with it. But if you are not, it's not present here with you, then that is false evidence appearing real. And that is just a script that is in your mind that you need to acknowledge. So the script knows it doesn't have to keep coming back up. See, our nervous system, our cells, all of these things have memory and they're coming back up because it has the memory of this is how the energy flow. That's why certain times of the year you may feel extra heavy mentally. Certain times of the year, I often wondered when I was younger, always around Christmas time, the holiday season, I would get really, really sad. Really sad. Never understood like what is going on, what is happening this time of the year. Well, this was something that happened to a family member that passed away when I was still in utero with my mother. So some of the things that you feel, these are things that was just kind of still remnants that was left over in your DNA, right? It could even be from past life, or it could be from experiences you had that was energetically passed on, coded to you when you were in your mother's womb. But one thing is for sure, you know the difference between something, a fear being right here, not a intellectual fear, not a mind-made emotion, and the difference of a present fear. Now, the body is going to respond to that fear because the mind is sending that signal. And remember, the mind doesn't know if it's real or if it's not. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to spend some time outside. And I want you to spend some time when you get about 10 minutes when you can look up at the clouds. And I want you to watch how the clouds are moving across the sky. And then I want you to take that thought that is looping, that is heavy for you, that memory that is kind of has a strong hold on you. And I want you to send it up into the cloud. And then I want you to watch the cloud float away. That's it. And I want you to practice doing that. Practice sending thoughts into the cloud, just like we send things in the cloud when we're working on things and we're doing things with technology. The cloud has totally taken over. And you know how you have something on your desktop or your phone and it has that little bubble next to it and it lets you know it's here. It's kind of faded in the background. And if you want it, you've got to give it attention. You've got to click on it because it has to come down from the cloud. Well, this is where you want to store those thoughts that put you in a position where it's challenging to your nervous system. When you know it's not something that is real, it is a memory. Whether you understand where that memory is coming from or not, you know that there is nothing real. Once you can identify, wait a minute, let's breathe. I am safe. I am loved and I deserve to be here. And you have checked your surroundings and there is no danger. Send it in the cloud. Send it to the cloud and let the cloud take it away. And the more that you practice this, you will learn how to observe your thoughts and not observe your life. When you start observing your life, you stop taking action. Do I need to say that again? The observation is not to be an observer in your life. It is to observe your thoughts, not your life. Your life is meant for you to show up and to be present and, dare I say, to show out and to take action in your life. You command and create in your life, not observe your life. Observing your life will have you sitting on the sideline. Observing your life would have you giving your power to everything outside of you. You have to be a full participant in your life. You've been granted by God, the Most High, your free will. You need to activate your free will. It is your birthright. You don't need to do anything to earn the right to be present in your life. To be present in your life. You don't need to do, nothing is required. Okay? So I want us to get into the practice for those who are up for the challenge, that we will start observing our thoughts, not reacting on them, but just observing them. But in your life, you need to take action. So, yeah. I'm just kind of slipping in the night. And I'm only going to be here for, just not a long time like Drake say, but just, I'm going to be here for a moment. Um, hmm, hmm. Wow. And again, I want to celebrate all the winners to the giveaway. Thank you all for that. Hmm. Because this energy in this month of November is really about where you get to see how much have I grown up on planet Earth. We are really, really growing up on planet Earth. Mm-hmm. 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 We are growing up on planet Earth, and you get to see your growth this month, and you get to see it in a big way. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I'm honoring momentum, and this is what I would give to you guys over perfection. So it's going to be maybe some slips this month. This is one of those months where I have to remind myself in spirit, and I've given it out to you guys. It's kind of one of those watch your mouth. It's a watch your kind of mouth kind of month. You want to make sure that you are careful with you and you are not allowing outside things to trigger you. You understand? And we are in the fast current right now. We are moving in a fast car through the photon belt. We're moving very fast, but we don't have to carry it with us. We don't have to carry things with us. And that's the point I want to make about the fear. You don't have to carry things with you. This is where you decide to say, let me pull over to the side. Let me open the door. Let me take that bag and let me put it out, because guess what? I don't have to carry this. No more. No more. I no longer want to carry this for me. You can choose. You can choose what you carry with you. You can choose. You can. Mm. So, a lot of breath work this month. It's going to be so good for your nervous system, right? And so the mind gets loud when the soul is whispering directions. And that's going to be another indication. When your soul is whispering and giving you direction, your mind is going to get loud. Mm-hmm. 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 I want to give you that reminder that you keep listening to the direction and you observe the thoughts in your mind and you let them move on. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. So let me tell you this, fast doesn't mean to force. And make sure you're not forcing anything. This is not the time to force it, you know? Expect to be able to pivot quickly. Last minute edits, sudden clarity. We are riding the cosmic waves. We're not wrestling with it. We're not wrestling with it. We're not wrestling with the cosmic waves. I want to give you some other notes because if I don't, I will forget. Key things to look out for. Number one, shouts out to all the mothers in the building and the grandmothers in the building. Check on your mothers and mothers. This is a month to take it easy, not doing too much. Be careful because there is a dose of wisdom coming in with the mother energy. This is where we get our intuitive insight. We get it from the feminine energy. It is channeled into that vessel. And so the mothers on the planet, the grandmothers and great grandmothers, even on the planet, this energy is being filtered in very heavy. Remember, inside of our inner ear, we have an oracle. Inside, everyone has an oracle in there. And for women this particular month, one of the things can be accidents. You can slip and fall and hurt yourself. And so you want to make sure and be mindful of that and make sure you're not doing too much. So take it easy. It's not the time to overdo it as mothers. And for those of you who are close to your mothers and your grandmothers and your great grandmothers, or women who are connected with you that are mothers, check in on them as well. Because this can be the time. And I've already, since I've been putting this out, it's been a few mothers and grandmothers who's had broken wrist, tripped and falls, some close calls. So you want to make sure that you're taking it easy within your vessel, taking it easy and being present in the moment of where you are. And so I want to bring that out to you so you can know. The other thing is pay attention to your dreams. They're not all going to be prophetic dreams, but you can be having dreams of other dimensions, other realities of where you're operating and where you're doing. So you may have a dream you may have a dream that you're sitting at a table. I had a dream that I was sitting at a table with a sewing machine and I was sewing this incredible outfit. And it had gems and jewels on it and all kinds of things. I would liken it. At first, I thought, is this a past life or is this a alternate life? So there is a person of me that is designing and making these beautiful, incredible outfits that are being sewn. And these things are really here to inspire you. And so I want you to connect with your dreams. Your dreams have been otherworldly. Yes. And speaking of that, we know that we have Atlas, but Atlas isn't the only object, only visitor that we have in the atmosphere. We have 3 others that are here. And that is because it is a critical time for some things happening on the planet. And so this expansion has shown that we're no longer in our precession lineup in the cosmos, in the photon belt, right? In our solar system. But we also have visitors here. And they are here, like I told you guys, and I've had my direct transmission with them. They are here seeding these babies. We're going to have a huge baby boom that is starting in this year and starting in the couple of years to come. There's going to be a lot of new seeds coming to the planet. Some of you right now who are listening to this, you're going to be pregnant. It's going to be an emergence of twins. Every time you turn around, somebody's going to be pregnant with twins, having twins. You're going to see twins. The twins are coming out. They are balancing out the energy of humanity on the planet. And some of you right now are pregnant with a child. And you may not even know it. Even one of my family members, when we went to visit, I knew that they were pregnant way before they knew that they were pregnant. Those of you who are part of the Andromeda Rising, you know we've been prepping for this here for a while. Sentient beings and contact from celestial beings. You may be having visitations and all of this wonderful stuff. It is nothing to fear. Remember, free will is the greatest universal law on the planet, not just in Earth, throughout all space and time. I have spoke to many beings in many places in time, and free will, that's hands down. So nothing should be bossing you around. Nothing should be forcing you to do anything. Remember, the universe doesn't communicate. God, source, does not communicate through fear. Just doesn't. Neither does your higher self. So this is another way you can distinguish when your mind is playing tricks on you, when you're picking up something that's just in the atmosphere. And when something is truly coming in from your higher self, it is not going to come in through fear. Now, the body can experience fear because that's a biological response. But if it is not something present in front of you, then that fear is a mind-made emotion. And so I want you to just be mindful of that, okay? And so a lot of you are reconnecting with old friendships and family. Could have been a cousin, somebody you ain't spoke to in years. Y'all fell out. All of a sudden, now y'all finna be besties again. You know, this kind of thing happens. Some of you, it's been some separation between your parents and yourself, misunderstandings, and those misunderstandings has been coming back in. And believe you me, I know everyone's story is unique. And for some of you, your family did exactly what your soul requested to be done, to birth you. And you're here to forge a new way. You're here to create a new path, and that's okay too. What I would encourage you to do is to be in a place where this doesn't become a part of your identity. And that's another thing that I will tell you about this month. You know, this is the month where you get a new story for yourself and make sure you understand that new story and you're not still living from the seeds or the roots of that old story. Because if you are, that is the story that will start to be the foundation for what goes forward with you. If you're still telling that story of your pain, if you're still living from that story of hurt and betrayal and what was done to you, and you're still going back to those stories, it's time to get a new story. There can be great healing that can take place in this month. And I want you to say that you're open and you're ready for that healing because it is possible. There is nothing in this world that is not possible at this time. We are living in the time where anything is possible. So I want you to dream big. I want you to dream big. I want you to get out of your comfort zone. I want you to get out of fear. I want you to step into the greatest version of yourself to the point where you are in awe of yourself. If you look back at who you were 3 or 4 years ago, you in awe of you right now. If quiet as it's kept, if you sit back and really think about where you were 4 years, 5 years ago, and you think about where you are now and the things you've accomplished, the things you've learned, the things you've healed, the things you've done, Oracle kisses, you should be in awe of yourself. You should really, really, really be in awe of yourself. You really should. So, some key points to take away. The victimhood is looking for new members. I don't recommend you join that group. Don't join the group where you are trauma bonding, where you are bringing up this pain, because right now you are recoding your DNA, your mental and your spiritual DNA. And if you sit in this, you're going to recode it with what you're trying to leave behind. You're going to recode it. And I promise you, you will never forget it. So don't think, oh no, Ms.Blue, I don't never want to forget what happened to me. No, you will never forget it. Just don't make it a part of your identity. Don't make it a part of who you are. Don't put it into your energetic field. Don't carry that with you, because that is what you're going to be leading with. Whatever you're building, whatever you're doing, you're going to be infusing that fear. You're going to be infusing that victimhood energy into it, only for you to have to keep facing it over and over and over again. You deserve to have a fresh start. You deserve to be able to reincarnate again. Quiet as it's kept, you don't have to leave Earth. You don't have to die to live. And I know we romanticize these things, especially in Scorpio season, because it is about death and rebirth. And metaphorically, that's what it's telling you. You don't have to physically die or put yourself in a dilapidated state in order for you to live. You don't have to keep going through trauma, because this is what Scorpio season is really supposed to teach you, that this is not the way it's supposed to be. You should not have to live and then die and rise from the ashes and keep going through this cycle over and over again. This is old, outdated, antiquated ways of thinking and interpreting and understanding pain on the planet. Because when you raise your frequency and your vibration, you see that you come from nothing but goodness and God. And you don't have to go searching for that goodness. You don't have to go chasing that goodness. You don't have to beg for that goodness. You can simply be it, and you can move forward as you see according. That is where the real power is as a creator on the planet. And you are a creator, and you have to know that. It's time that you really sit with that. Sometimes I remember somebody was telling somebody something, and I was overhearing the conversation in the grocery store, and the woman kept saying, I'll see. I really hope that's what it's going to be. I really hope that's what's going to happen. I'm really praying that's what's. Why would you say that? Because now you're saying that it's up to someone else whether or not your life moved forward. You gave your power away. We are co-creators with God, source, and the universe. We are co-creators. You know why we're co-creators? Because we're creating from the inside, and we live in this 3D world, and that reflection comes back to us. So there is a co-creation that is happening, not a separation, not being at the mercy of, but there's a co-cooperation. I remember back in the day of watching one of the judge shows, and I can't remember the judge who said it, but he would always say, ignorance is not an excuse for the law. And I remember asking my mother, what did that mean? That means because you don't know something is true doesn't mean it's not true, just because you don't understand it. And sometimes we play with our life like that. This is the month to have faith. You remember that song? Gotta have faith, faith, faith. You gotta have faith. This is where you have to, Judge Mathis, thank you for that. You have to have faith. Meaning, can you see yourself, your life, in a different situation than what is physically being presented? Can you have faith that it will change? Can you have faith if you need healing that there is an answer? Can you have faith if there is some financial struggles you're going on right now, can you have faith that this is temporary and not permanent? Can you have faith that your circumstances will change, and they are changing primarily because of your faith? Not the lack of, not you denying it, not you surrendering to what you don't know you're surrendering to, not by you not participating. But can you have faith? See, because one of the things about faith, faith forces you into action. So if you ever want to question if you have faith on something, then I want you to sit with yourself and do a real self assessment and say, what actions have I taken based on this faith? Because faith, how do you know you have faith in something if you're not taking no action in it? I can't say, I have faith that I'm going to get rid of some of these books, right? I'm going to donate them. I'm going to sell them. I'm going to give them away, But yet, I don't go and spend no time with going through my books. There is no faith there. Faith without work is dead. It's nothing. So whenever you leave your life up to chance and you don't participate, you have no faith. And we have got to get back to faith. Now, there's a little extra nuance in this month. And the extra nuance in this month is that there's a little trickster energy that's coming along. And it's going to be dangling some things in front of your face. And that's where you got to know the difference to say, whoa, I'm using my discernment here. And this is something I must pass on. This is an action I must pass on. This is a thought that I must pass on. This is a connection I'm going to have to wait on. So I'm going to put that little red light, green light, yellow light there to be a little cautious, okay? Don't let somebody trick you out of your own greatness and then have you questioning your own sanity, questioning your own intuition, questioning what you know to be real within you. Don't have somebody try to give you a shortcut to something you don't need a shortcut to. Don't let somebody sell you a pipe dream. Don't let somebody love bomb you into taking actions or doing things that in other circumstances you would not even entertain, not even for a moment. That part. So let me see what else I got here. So we talked about dreams. We're going to pay attention to our dreams. It's going to be a lot of different things that come up for you, a lot of different opportunities. But I want you to make a list. I want you to check it twice, right? And I want you to stay focused. Stay focused and be careful with you. Be careful with you. Be careful with the people in your life. Be careful with the things that you value and you care about in your life. And show up. Show up for you. Get out your comfort zone. And if you find yourself getting into fear, or if you find yourself becoming the victim, I want you to pause. Stop. I want you to clear the air. And then I want you to take your rightful position. That's it. Know that anything that comes your way there is a solution. You've got to have faith. And with faith, you have to take action. Okay? So I think we got it. I think we got it for this month. So we talked about mothers. Uh, oh, a power sign for this month is Michael Jackson, particularly Michael Jackson dancing and singing. You see Michael Jackson dancing and singing, baby, you got faith. You got faith. That's going to be one of your signs. It's a sign that, the collective have put out. When you see that, wherever you see it, that's the sign. Mhm. 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 So, it's definitely all eyes on you. Now, some of you will be changing how you look this month. Some of you are changing your hair, color, the way you wear your hair, the clothes you got on, you changing all of that. That's going to be different for you. Mhm. 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 So, the other thing is I want you to decide in your day-to-day life what is a non-negotiable for you. What is a non-negotiable for you when it comes to taking care of yourself? What is that? I love it. What is a non negotiable for you? Define what that is in your daily actions. hmm And so let us remember to transmute fear into direction. And so many of you are tapped into the Michael Jackson already. So I love that. Um, Transmute this fear into direction. Now, if it's a real physical concern, then of course act with safety first. But if it's mental or emotional static, baby, breathe and verify and then move forward. You have to give yourself permission to do that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So. Oh, I know what I wanted to give you guys. I want to give you a stone to work with this month. And I'm so happy this one came through because it's one of my favorite stones. I don't think I often talk about it in this way. So I'm going to be sharing it with you here. And let y'all look at this baby. Y'all see that? Look at that. This is a pyrite. And pyrite is excellent for interrupting fear loops in the mind. So get you a piece of pyrite or carry you a piece of pyrite because fear is often a cycle, a thought, a memory, a prediction. And pyrite, as it has this metallic structure, has mirror like effects on it energetically. You see that? It symbolically reflects the fear back to the source instead of letting it continue to spiral in your mind. So get you a piece of pyrite. Really helps with fear. It also strengthens the solar plex, which is your will center. Okay. Remember, fear makes you shrink. Pyrite stimulates expansion. It frequency sits in the solar plex chakra field, and what it does through a process of entrainment, it helps the body remember. Remember, I have a right to take up space. and I have a right to move forward. And so spiritually, pyrite amplifies. It amplifies courage, self respect, inner authority, excellent for decision makings, and the ability for you to hold boundaries. That's why when someone carries pyrite, you feel a quiet confidence that comes over them. I keep this right here on my desk. I love pyrite. Now, here's another thing pyrite also helps to block energetic intrusions and projections. Because the truth of the matter is, most fear isn't yours, it is something that you have absorbed. And pyrite acts as a shield. Matter of fact, the Mayans would carry pyrite with them in ancient times. So, pyrite is a shield, not by fighting energy, but by creating a strong inner field where outside noise can't penetrate it. So, I love this pyrite because when you have a strong field, fear has nothing to hook on to. It can't hook on. You keep a small nugget in your pocket, in your purse. Yes, I have one as well too. So this is why healers and readers and public speakers and leaders, this is a stone that we all reach for, intuitives as well, because it helps you stand steady even when other people are projecting their expectations, their doubts, or their energy onto you. Yeah. I want you guys to see this pyrite. And if you could get you a piece of it, even if it's a little piece, if you don't have a piece or can't get it, this is why I'm holding it here, because you can even extract the energy from coming back to this video. I want you to know that fear lives in the mind, but pyrite lives in the body. And when you hold it, your attention drops into the weight of the stone. Look at it. This sensory shift moves you out of what if into what is. That's the shift from the head to the body, and it reduces the fear's intensity by bringing you into the present moment. How could you not be present with this? Science calls this interceptive grounding. And that's what pyrite helps you with, interceptive grounding. What spirit calls this is returning to your center. So I want you to understand one of the things too with the pyrite, it doesn't just calm the fear, it helps you to organize it. Because the stone carries like this structure of a cube formation. Matter of fact, let me see if I can show you where the cube formation is. Can y'all see the little cube there? It carries a structured cube formation, which symbolically helps the brain to put the thoughts into order. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's like right there. So it helps your brain organize things, and fear becomes information, and information becomes direction. And that's why pyrite is called the stone of the executive mind. It helps you move from I'm scared to okay, what's the next step? Okay. So I love it. Know that pyrite teaches you that fear isn't an enemy, it is undefined signals waiting to become power. And that's what it is. So it helps you stand taller, it helps you think clearer, it helps you to breathe slower, to make wiser choices, and to move with intention instead of panic. Instead of panic. It turns fear into fuel, not through force, but through alignment and authority and clarity. So, what I would recommend that you do if you have a pyrite and you have a smaller one, this is a pretty big piece of baby here, and it's got quite a few of the cube structures inside. I actually have papers for this. I can't remember what mine it actually came out of. Um, but it tells the grid line of where it came from. But if you get you a smaller piece of pyrite, it would be perfect if you find two pieces and you put this in the palms of your hand. When you're meditating, when you're sitting in silence, carry it with you. If you feel yourself overcoming with fear, get a small nugget, take it and put it in your belly button, especially when you're asleep at night. Carry it with you. It needs to touch your physical body. For years, I have given sisters the, inkling to get it small enough to drop it in your bra. For brothers, you can put it in your sock. You want to keep it with you. Mhm. You want to keep it with you. And this is excellent, especially if you have a lot of mind chatter going on, a lot of things of fear. Maybe there were some things you experienced from the past, especially when you find yourself in, kind of going back through these old stories and feeling these old things, to begin to start working with iron pyrite. And one of the ways you can wake up, because inside each one of these crystals, there's thousands and thousands and thousands. It takes thousands of years for these crystals to form. They hold consciousness in them. And you can simply wake this stone up by tapping on it like that, especially if you have it sitting out around. Just tap on it. Just tap, right? And when you first get a stone, you want to connect your energy with that stone. And you can simply do it. You can hold the stone, you can hold your intention, and you can blow on it. And then you can hold it to your heart and you can set your intentions for working with the stone that way. Iron pyrite, ancient stone, you know. Many of our ancestors worked with this stone in so many different ways from all over the world, from the Omacs to all of the indigenous cultures around the world. And then the famous one where, they considered this to be called fool's gold. But this is really also where faith comes in, because soon they learned wherever fool's gold or pyrite was, gold was to follow. And this month is about having faith, and working with this energy of having faith. Because wherever where pyrite is, gold is close by. And that's you. We are moving into the golden age. And this is perfect. Spirit put it on my heart for you to work with it. Again, here you go. If you don't have one, just take a screenshot of this and you can work with the energy here. Now, one of the sites that you can go to is called Gem Select. And if you go to this site and you put in Ms.Blue, you will get a discount. I don't get any kickback from this site. It's one of the first sites that sponsored me, but I decided not to take any of um, pay or discount from the site. I wanted to pass it on to all of you, and they they agreed. What I love about this site is that every stone that you actually see is the stone that you will get. You're not going to get some random stone, and they trace the lineage back from the stone. I just put the link in chat there. It's called Gem Select. And you can type in Ms.Blue. You can probably type in the remix too. And you will enter into the portal, and the discount will already be there for you. I believe it's still there. I don't think they took it out. And you can search. I want you to keep in mind everyone shops on this site. And I do mean everyone. I'm talking about from Jake the jeweler, to me and you. So you can search there, and you can just look under the categories, and you can look for pyrite, and you will be able to see. I need to reach out to them. I haven't spoke to them in a minute. Many, many years ago, I can't even think of how many years ago it was, when we first found this site and I went there, they thought somebody was hacking the site because so many people. Oh my gosh. I have to show you guys this. Look at this piece of iron pyrite. It's $34. When I tell you this baby here, ooh, I may even have to get on here and get me one. Get me another one from here. But look at this baby here. And like I said, what I love about this site, what you see is what you get. You're not going to get some random stone that someone's just picking out of the bucket. You're actually going to get what you see. And if you click on it, I like my stones raw, so they're untreated. They also tell you the origin of where the stone came from, where it was sourced, what mine. Like this pyrite that I sent you guys, it's from Russia. It tells you where it came from. It's from Russia. And it's considered a rainbow pyrite. But you can look through, you can pick out what you need, and yeah, you can have fun. All of their jewels are certified, everything is there, and they have some that are so reasonably priced. And I love the quality um, of their work and how long they've been there, because it is amazing. They're out of Thailand, but I've had a chance to speak with them over the years, and they really, really take pride in the gemstones, how they are sourced, where they get them from, and even to give you the lineage of where they came from. So you can get the polished ones. I prefer to have raw stones. I just love working with them straight raw. And but you can get you a good piece of pyrite there. Yeah. hmm You're going to the Arizona Gem Show in February. Might see you there. I might see you there. I love the gemstone shows there. It's always a blast. Yeah. And so they carry a lot of information. So just go to gemselect.com and just put in Ms.Blue, and you'll be able to connect with that stone. And that's going to be the one that I would recommend that you guys connect with for the month of November. It's going to be a great stone, especially, dealing with those things of faith and dealing with those things of fear. Yes. Isn't it beautiful? Yes. Whew, I may have to go and snatch me a few of them pieces over there. I have this big one, and I have some little ones that I carry with me. This one stays with me. hmm Yeah. Oh, wow. Ooh, I love that. You definitely are going to have to update us, Washitachi Wellness Center. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to have to update us on those adventures. So yeah, so that's the main reason that I came on tonight, you guys. I wanted to talk about that. I want to give a big shout out to all the divine priestess in the building, and I also want to shout out to everyone who is a part of Self Invested. I also want to remind you to check out the digital download store. If you're not a part of Andromeda Rising, no, it is still rising, and you can definitely still be a part of that or get any of the digital downloads that are coming in. Um, to work with. If you want to work on your multisensory abilities at the digital store, we can do that. Everyone who's in self love is the new shadow work class. Oh my goodness. And we have class tomorrow. It is going amazing. We are covering so much information. I am super excited for everyone who has embarked on this journey. Class is still open, so people are still joining. You do have access to the replay as well as to Andromeda Rising. That is still available for you as well. And also Sky Quest. This is a great time to get into Sky Quest. Um, the hypnotic, the visionary sovereignty to really help you get into those higher states of consciousness and to work with that. The Lucky Blueprint Expansion Kit is available. So it's so many tools that I have here that I've created over the years for you to be able to work with this. Air Alchemy is available. And personally, I'm about to go back and do my Air Alchemy. And that's another great one to work with. Um, let's see. Think, I know, I need to go back and see because I'm trying to see what else is available. Oh, and we will have another Galactic e file. It's going to be available soon. So, for the month of November, let me know if you're interested in the Galactic e file. We're going to be doing that again. Soul Fit is available. Steps and vibes for grounding yourself. That is an excellent, excellent way to learn how to ground yourself through Soul Fit. It takes you on a journey and a quest that's available through the digital download store, as well as those of you who want to take the challenge and you want to dive into your Akashic records. So the Akashic files are open at this particular time. And not only do I take you in with the goddess and allow you to work with the Akashic records, the goddess Hathor. I channel her and bring her through, and we walk you in so you learn how to get into your Akashic records and how to write in your Akashic records and to read your Akashic records, and also how to write in the Akashic records, not just for yourself, but for the whole world. The whole world. You get a chance to do that. And then someone asked about H2O. Is it available? Let me see if H2O is available. Why I don't see H2O? Hmm. There's air. There's earth. H2O is not available. It's sold out again. Hmm. And fire is available because we'll be dealing with fire elements this year and next year. This is a fire year. Next year is going to carry heavy fire. Towards the end of the year, we're going to be dealing with a lot of water energy and a lot of earth energy. So I may go back in and see if we can open those two back up, because, it may be some earthquakes and we may have some more weather things that are getting ready to come up. So now more than ever, we need to definitely deal with faith. And thank you so much, Lola Falana, for putting the link in the room for me for the PayHip site, which is the digital magic site. So if you guys want to know what we're talking about, that's what we're talking about there. But it's lots of goodies there. You can always further your work, how you're working with yourself, and the work that you're doing through it. So definitely you want to check that out. So yeah, you want to check that out. But hmm, let me see something here. Mm-hmm. Wow, I didn't know that had sold out. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So listen, we're not going to be here for a long time. Not going to be here for a long time. Not for a long time. We're not going to be here for a long time. Let's do it. See if I can get some of these together for you. Okay, you emailed me. Thank you, love. I will definitely check. I will definitely check my email. I'm going to do that right away. We're going to hear some music really, really quick. Let's hear our theme song while I'm over here working. Yeah. We'll hear this version.
Yeah, come closer. Welcome to the sound. Welcome to the flow. This is all about frequency with Ms.Blue, the Soulful Oracle. She speaks in rhythm, she moves in light, dropping jewels of the spirit in the day and night. Ms.Blue with a message, a voice so true. Every code she delivers is a gift for you. It's all about frequency. Ms.Blue is the key, the music is the portal, the path to be free. Ooh, we rise, higher we climb, guided by the oracle, in rhythm, in time. Yeah. The frequency's clear, the soul shines through. Say it with me. I can alter my course at any time. Yeah. You're tuned in with Ms.Blue, the Soulful Oracle. This is all about frequency.
Cube formation. Can you guys see it? I'm glad you guys love that version of it too. I am working on getting it available for those of you to have it. Yeah. Is this Baby Blue? It's not Baby Blue, but she's got some music for us coming. You tap right in. She does have some music for us coming as well too. So yeah, hopefully she'll let me play it. You know how she gets sometimes, but she was going to come on tonight, but you know, she's doing some other things. So we won't get to see her tonight, but she will be coming on soon. She will. Yeah. So I love it. Remember, your destiny isn't waiting for divine timing. It's waiting for your decision. And that's when the divine timing will take place. That's when divine timing will happen. That's when it will happen. Yeah, Miss Silver. I need my nails done. Please tip. Please tip my nail tech a little extra. I always do. I always do. Kelly gets me right. Sometimes I go through seasons. I know we're talking girl talk here, but where my nails grow so fast, because these are my nails, and I try to keep them cut so low because I cannot function with long nails. And I go about once a month and get a manicure, get her to cut them down, and then voila. There we have it. Yeah, there we have it. And oddly enough, I've been wearing my nails like this for over 35 years. Ain't that crazy? And when I lived in different places, people be like, oh no, that's not in style no more. Let's do this. And I'm like, nope, that's it. That's all I want you to do. Give me the paint the little white tips. Let's keep it moving. Let's just keep it moving. Keep it moving. I'm a simple girl. I'm a simple girl. I can't. I admire everybody who can wear the beautiful designs and colors, but I just can never do it. I can't. I got to keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. But yeah, so listen, I think we're ready. Mercury is in retrograde, and so is a lot of other planets. We understand retrograde here to be something completely different than most of the world and even how it's taught. And even though I'm not going to go into all of that tonight, what I do want you to know is that things from the past will be returning. And all things from the past that is returning is not coming back because it's good for you. Some of it is coming back for your acknowledgement so you can see where you were at and where you're at now. So you can see the gap, the distance between your growth. Other things are coming back. So you have grown, you have matured, you've changed, and some things are coming back for different reasons for you. But you're going to get a chance to go back over. I want you to think back to some of the things that you were working on. Look at your calendar, look at your text message, look at your email. Go back and think about the things that you were working on in January. Whether it was a project, it was something you were highly focused on and you wanted to accomplish and you wanted to achieve, but for whatever reason, you kept reaching sort of this block or this wall and you couldn't move forward or things just would not, it just didn't line up for you or it just didn't happen the way you wanted it to happen. Well, it's going to come back for you this time. Only this time, you're going to be in a better alignment, or shall I say, you are in a better alignment, and you can fulfill this dream. You can get the support you need. You can have the help you need, the understanding of the things that you need. You're going to have it. It's there for you. And so the probability of this turning out to be the greatest good is here now. But you cannot have it without having faith, without taking action, and without not aiming for that. Like, really stay focused on that. You're going to have so many distractions. I promise you. And some of those distractions are going to look good. They're going to look cool. They're going to look fine. They're going to be some good distractions, right? But I want you to understand, don't give up your dreams, your wishes for something that can be temporary, for something that can be real. You want to go after something that's real. It's going to be a high level of escapism happening. So if something shows up, I don't want you to wish it away as not being real for you. I want you to take yourself so serious in the most loving way, take you serious. So if something comes up, I don't want you to say, oh, that don't mean nothing. No, I want you to handle it because now you're equipped for having a solution. This is not the time to run and hide. This is not the time to ghost. It's not the time to play games, but it is the time to be free and to express yourself and to grow and to challenge yourself beyond your comfort zone and to love like you've never loved before and to seek something that is real, real within yourself, real within your connections. You know, everything on the planet is attempting to go beneath the surface. Surface living, surface doing, surface being. You know, that's like season 2. You in season 10. We need something real, something that moves us from within, you know? Also, see where you can be of service, but get yourself together first. Get yourself together first. Do not keep saying yes, 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 yes. There are some portals, there are some doors, there are some opportunities that will present itself to you. Some of them going back from January, some June of this year. It might have been some things June, July that you were giving a chance to do, be, participate, and it fell through. It just didn't go through. And something greater is coming back. It may be that same opportunity, but in a different way. It may be an opportunity for you to say yes to something that in the past you were forced to say no to, and vice versa. So you have to use discernment. Trust yourself amongst all things. Stay out of fear. Fear is not real. And if you're in an immediate situation of fear, I want you to assess the situation and definitely listen to your intuition and take the needed actions to become safe. But remember, dun 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 dun, dun the ghetto boys. Your mind is going to seem like it's playing tricks on you. Don't follow every thought. Just because you have a thought, you don't have to chase it like a wild dog. Don't follow every thought, especially when it's not healthy, especially when it's something that pulls you out of your nature, your natural nature of who you are. Pause before you respond, before you act out, crash out, all of these outs. Slow down, don't be in a rush, and expect delays. Expect the unexpected. Expect delays. Yes, we are in a sovereign nation, and you are a sovereign being. That's right. The trick or treat. That's right. This year Halloween didn't fall on the weekend. And that is true because I think the kids here went trick or treating and it wasn't the weekend. So we should have known this was going to be a tricky kind of month. hmm I'm picking up, be picky with your thoughts. That's right. Be very picky with your thoughts. Don't chase every thought. Some thoughts, you just need to acknowledge it and let it float on by like a cloud. That's it. So let us have a powerful weekend. Powerful weekend. Powerful weekend. Powerful weekend. Make sure you save this live. Come back. Let me know. Work with iron pyrite, especially if you're having some fear. hmm Let me answer this question here. I was born during many planets in retrograde. What should I take from that? And can you please let me know what you think about that. You were born with planets in retrograde. That means you are careful about you. That means that you always should go back and double check what you're doing. In fact, you're used to things coming back around. Retrograde isn't a bad thing, it's an opportunity to master things. And I can tell just by your energy, that's what you're interested in. You don't just want to, do things, you want to master things. And so you're used to saying, watch your mouth, knowing that what you say, what you do, what you speak, and how you act can come back. In fact, you probably could teach us some lessons on what does it mean to be born with retrograde. Because quiet as it's kept, many of you were born with, if you were born on this planet, something was retrograde. Now, granted, there are some souls who have a heavier blueprint when it comes to the astrological lineup with a lot of retrogrades. So, a lot of retrogrades, you have to find the balance between when are you trying to take too much time to perfect and master something. So there's going to be some things in your life that you need to be a little bit more spontaneous with. And then there's another part of your life where you're greatly excelling because you understand that there is an opportunity to do it again. You know how that song, Let's Do It Again. Let's do it in the morning, sweet breeze in the summertime. You understand what it means to do it again. So you're often not scared when someone says you're only going to get one shot. In fact, you probably don't believe that. You believe that you're going to get another chance and another chance and another chance and another chance. And I would say you're 90% right. But there's also a 10%, and this is what you must learn, that some things only come around once in a lifetime. And that's what you're chasing right now. You want that once in a lifetime chance, and you will get it. In fact, this window that we're all in right now is a once in a lifetime chance. The last time we had an alignment that's coming up like this alignment was back in the early 1800s. And in that lifetime, you would have been someone else. You would have been something else. Now, there are some nuances when it comes to particular planets being retrograde, like Venus. If you have Venus retrograde in your chart, then this is going to speak to how you see sexuality, how you see your own sexuality, how you show up with your sexuality. Often, when I energetically pick up this energy from a person, this is a place in their chart where they kind of wander on the edge of things, especially when it comes to Venus being retrograde. And you can see relationships in a very, very unique way. It's not a one way situation. Your mind is expanded when it comes to that. I want us to start thinking about retrograde instead of some sort of punishment and just about electronics and computers and things breaking down as an opportunity to fine tune and check and make sure that we are looking at all of the possibilities, right? So we know that Mercury is going to be retrograde. And with that energy of that retrograde coming up, and I'll speak a little bit more about that in upcoming shares, but this has to do with communication. And so you're going to be challenged in this area with things that communicate. That's our phone. That's how we connect through social media, through electronics, through your car, your automobiles, things that facilitate some sort of communication, which, if you think about it, that's almost everything on the planet, right? So we can look for these things happening with communication. And we're also going to have these high bursts of things going on with communication during this particular month as well too. highs and lows. Whenever we have these powerful alignments, not to mention, we still got Atlas out there. That spaceship, them beings, they still picking up people and they are still dropping off souls, soul seeds, because they are seeding this new generation that is going to be born. And many of them are coming in as twins. Where have you been? Nobody loves me. Yeah, the twins are coming in, baby. The twins are coming in. The babies are coming in, period. It's a great birthing period, whether you want to birth a baby, whether you want to birth a new project, whether you want to birth or create, it's creation energy. We're in the folds of a lot of creation energy. So know that your words carry a little bit more power at this time. Your actions carry a little bit more power. You know, the things that you do and you don't do, they carry a little bit more force. You understand? They carry a lot more force at this particular time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, travel and spirituality. Well, spirituality has been under the microscope for a while. We've been talking about spirituality being under the microscope. And right now we know that, quiet as it's kept, astrology on the planet is the new spirituality. It is. It's going to soon be a part of our school systems. It's going to be a part of our news. It's a part of that for many of us now, anyway. We're no longer in those traditional systems. The world is growing. And so the lesson we're carrying forward with us starting in 2025 is about fear. Got to get out of fear. You know, this journey here isn't even about spirituality. Personally, I feel this journey is an expansion journey that we're on. And so the more that you can expand your mind, and the fact that we have this object in our atmosphere and nobody knows what it is, or most people don't know what it is, and they're scared to even say what it is or to fantasize that where did it come from, don't know what it is, can't identify it. It is causing the world to expand. It's expanding your thought, expanding what is possible. I mean, we know what it is. We know what it is here, but we're not new to this. We're not chasing some fad on this. I've been talking to sentient beings, and many of you, we've been doing that for 20 plus years, and we have some of those who came before us that was doing it even longer than that. So what is popular pop culture to the world is, it's, mere everyday business for us. I talk to sentient beings every day. Hell, I'm a sentient being. That's why I always got my alien baby. He over there with me. And what you all have known for so long, and many of you, why you have connected with me as well, because you know that, yes, you have spent some time on earth, but you have also spent some time in some other places and other forms and other existence as well, even if you can't identify exactly what it is. So I love it that the world is waking up. And by the way, let me say this last thing to you guys. I know I said we are going to get out of here, but put your work out in the world. Please put your work out in the world. Okay? We have a whole nother wave of consciousness of people waking up on the planet. And they're looking for answers. They're looking for people who can not give them theory, but give them something real that they can feel about what they understand, what they have experienced, and what they have done. And they're looking for it in every area. They're looking for it from doctors. They're looking for it from therapists. They're looking for it from coaches, from artists. They're looking for it from people who work with music, people who have podcasts, people who have YouTube channels. They're looking forward for those who are clothing designers, those who do hair, those who are into cooking. They're looking for it for those who are midwives and those who are shamans, those who are doulas. They are looking for it for those of you who draw, who write, who speak, who teach children, who they are looking for it, who those of you who work with the land, those of you who make jewelry, they are looking for people in every walk of life. This is why you have to be careful of who you're trying to. Are you trying to expand or are you trying to fit into a label? Because none of that is required. And many of you have proof of that because you know that. And I'm always going to not just give you lip service here, I'm going to do it for real. And many of you have seen, those of you who don't know, there are people who are listening to me and they have never seen me before a day in their life. They don't even know my name, nor do they care. They don't want to know where I studied. They don't want to know what my background is. They don't care about any of that. So don't get caught in the small stuff. It will keep you stuck. I started this journey in darkness, and I'm talking about physical darkness as well as spiritual darkness, because I was looking for the light within myself. It took me 13 years to come on camera. I was teaching classes, helping thousands upon thousands of people from all walks of life and all over the world. And they could not even pick me out on the street if they see me standing in front of them. So whatever thought you have in your mind about what it has to be in order for you to do what you need to do, I'm calling it a lie. It's an illusion. It's a trick of your mind. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. Stop wasting your precious life. Stop, because your destiny isn't waiting for divine timing. It's waiting for you to make a decision, and then divine timing shows up. That is the only way it can show up, if you make a decision. So I need you to make your decision. Wait for the right time. You're going to feel it within your heart, within your spirit. And then I need you to go after your dreams like your life depends upon it, because it does. I want you to set 3 non-negotiables for your day-to-day habit. The ones that stop your ass from strolling and wasting time on things that don't matter. We have to get active. We still have time for the end of the month that we can make it happen. I know you can. If you couldn't, you would not be here listening to this. I know you're ready. Anything that you're facing, you can get healed from it this month. You can overcome it. You can find a solution from it. You can move on past it. Not just in your mind, here, in this reality. You are not meant to live a theoretical life of just dreams and visions that you can never obtain. You are meant to bring heaven down to earth. Heaven down to earth. Something you can see, feel, taste, and in this reality, and know that you were the co-creator of your reality. And then be of service if you feel called, to help your children, to help your families, to help your neighborhoods, to help your country, to help the world. or else you wouldn't be here. So stop it. Stop sitting around in the past. Stop waddling in your problem. Start looking for a solution. Start taking action in your life. Start putting your work out there. Stop caring about who cares about what you care about and put it out there. The world is looking for the authentic you, not some version that someone else gave you. Stop fighting everyone in your life that's trying to help you, that's trying to have that hard and real conversation that you want to run away from because it's not making you feel good. There should be things in your life that challenge you, that make you feel uncomfortable so you can move, so you can take action, so you can finally see for real that you are the one who's screwing up your life, not the world. And when you can take that kind of accountability and responsibility, you can make a real change with love, not to sit there and keep saying it's happening, and it's nothing you can do about it. That is wasted energy. Fall in love with the things that you enjoy doing. This is going to raise your frequency. And that may not be the thing that you end up doing in the world. But once you get into the place where you're doing something that brings you joy, that fills you up, that lights your soul on fire, you will be able to hear the voice of your higher self, source, God, the Most High, whatever you choose to call it. You will be able to hear clear steps, real steps, not imaginary steps, not trickster steps. Not steps that is taking you into the deepest, darkest of hell. Not steps that will put you in danger. Not steps that's going to make you sick, angry, mad, or hurt. But steps that cause real change in your life. And it'll be a change that is undeniable. Everything in your life will have to bow to you. And I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about everything that is challenging you. It will bow because it will recognize that you know you are the creator. So this is the mirror effect you hear the mystics talk about. It's mirroring you because it's saying, you called me. Why don't you want me here? You called this. Why are you running from it? But the moment you recognize I called you and I no longer want this, I am seeking something greater, it will have to bow and move out of your way. That's how you move mountains. When they talk about in the Bible, mountains were moved. You can move a mountain. That's how you move a mountain, by recognizing you're the co-creator and you have faith. Even though it's not here today, even though you're looking out your window and you're not seeing what you need to see, even though you're not in the space where you are, it doesn't matter. The moment you recognize and acknowledge your location and you acknowledge that you're ready to change it and you're ready to take the steps, the actions to get it changed, and you do that, everything in your world will bow. Your whole reality will shift itself to meet the faith that you've been holding inside of you. So that's where we are. I'm going to leave it there. I done spoke a whole message to myself because at the end of the day and the beginning of the day, we are always speaking to ourselves. I greet you with higher insight. I love you all so much. Let's get it. Let's get this work. Let's get this love. Let's keep bringing heaven down to earth. This is not the time to quit. This is not the time to give up. This is not the time to count yourself out. Know that your destiny is waiting for you, but it's waiting for you to make a decision. If it's not moving, make that decision when you hear this message, and then your divine timing will arrive for you. Okay? So I love you all. I hope I hear from you in the comments section. I want you to pass the show on to somebody who needs to hear this message. I love you all so much. I thank you all so much for being you, for doing the work, and for supporting me. I love you. Oracle kisses. Peace and love, soul family. Peace and love. Ciao. We gonna hear this on the way out.
If you really want it, you gotta be it. As Ms.Blue has shared with the world, it's all about frequency. If you feel it, show it. If you want it, grow it. If you believe it, know it. It's all about frequency. If you dream it, live it. Live it. If you receive it, give it. Nothing's missing. I'm it. I'm it. It's all about frequency. In the past, I thought I lost it, but the truth was always near. Every scar became a teacher. Every fall just brought me here. Now I'm rising with the healing. Every light inside of me, not becoming what I'm chasing. I am the frequency. You feel it, show it. Show it. If you want it, grow it. Grow. If you leave it, know it. Know. All about frequency. Ask the question, how is this possible? The answer subtle, synchronicities audible. Keys unlocking, belief expanding. Frame by frame, new life commanding. No chase, no match, I embody the key. The light I own unlocks destiny. Raise my vibration, reality shifts. Every dream I desire already exists. Nothing's coming to me, no, no. Already here. When I raise my vibration, the vision is clear. Vision is clear. If you want it, grow it. If you leave it, know it. Believe it. It's all about frequency. If you dream it, live it. Give it. If you receive it, give it. No, nothing's missing. I'm it. I'm it. It's all about frequency.
All right, we're gone. Peace and love, soul family. Peace and love. Ciao.